Right now, I'm going to show you how I am going to be making coins for most of this week, probably. I started doing this yesterday, and it has been really good. So first thing you're going to need to do is come into the auction house, and we are looking for 87s. Now, I'm personally getting them around 15K. But you can get them even cheaper than that. I would suggest the lower the quantity you do, the lower you have your expectations as to what you're going to be spending on these cards. So first thing you do is you filter by 87s, and then there's a few ways you can do this. You can just go in by 86, 87, and you can come down and filter by each position. That's one way. Sometimes you'll get in here and you'll find them, like, see, here's that Johnny Unitas 13-6. You can pick that up real quick. That's a good one. But you can find them even cheaper than that, and I'm going to show you how in a minute. But you can do that. You can even filter down even further. I like going all the way down to just the Legends filter. The Legends filter is probably the best one to do. So if you come down here to Program, go down here to Legends, and you can do this with any program that has an 87. Legends, Flashbacks, Team of the Week. What are the other ones? Most Feared. There's a few of them. So you can just go through them, and you can filter them down even further to make sure that you can get them. There's another Johnny Unitas you can go. You can go over to Wide Receivers is a good one. You can usually find them here. Let's take a look. But as you can see, like, sometimes you don't always get the best filters here. Like, you can't, and you got to scroll all the way down. You got to look. It takes a little bit. Sometimes you can miss out. Like, here's 14K. We don't really need to be spending that much. So let me show you the best way to filter it down. Especially when you've been doing this as long as I have. I've been doing this for about the last 12 hours. So I have a nice base here in my binder. So what I do is I go to my binder, and I'm going to show you all of the 87s I've been collecting. Basically, you just scroll down, 87s, and I've got a ton. I've got a ton here. And this is the best way to find them. You're going to find them so much cheaper this way. Like, if you go to, like, the wide receivers this way, or the cornerbacks, like, say Mike Haynes here. Let's look here. I just found a bunch of his. That one's, see, I just picked them all up. So let's go over to like a Plaxico Burress or an Andre Johnson. Let me see if I can find one really quick. Here we go. Plaxico Burress. Now, see, it's going to show all of them. It's not just going to show you, the 86s as well. It's going to just show you the Plaxico Bursts. So you're going to get the cheapest Plaxico Burst that you can find if you filter this way. Wide receivers are good. Quarterbacks are good. Cornerbacks are also good. Any of the DBs, really. But when you have them filtered this way, that's how you're guaranteeing you're getting the cheapest ones, and you can make the most profit. I've found them as low as, I think I just picked up a Mike Haynes for like 8,000. So I think when I'm doing this set, I'm averaging about 36K, I would say. So 36K or so to get this set done. Now, you're going to get either an 89 or a 90. If you get an 89, the worst that you're going to do is you're going to sell that card for 30K. With the tax, that's going to bring you to 27. You could possibly lose about 9K. So at the end of the day, that's your risk. Your risk is going to be 9K per set. Your reward, you can pick out any number of really high 90s out of this. The one that comes to mind off the top of my head is the Jalen Hurts right now. If you pick a Jalen Hurts Blitz card out of the set, that card's selling for like 400K right now because that Jalen Hurts LTD is just so overpowered. So let's go to the set that you're going to be doing. We're going to put it in here. Go to sets. Sorry, my PlayStation 4 is kind of slow. You're going to scroll all the way over to the exchange. Go all the way down to the 89.90. Put some cards in there. I like to sort by A through Z, so I know that I'm only putting my duplicates in there. And boom, now you're going to get an 89 or a 90. Now, I've spent about 720K. I have that. You don't have to do that. You can do this once, spend, you can search these cards over and over again, filter them down, spend about 36K and get it done. At the volume that I do it, I will spend up to about 15K because I find these snipes pretty low. So on average, I get it done, the set, about 36K. So let's go to the unopened packs here. I've actually been saving these. I'm gonna open up, I think I got about 20 of them. So let's open up these 20, 89, 90 overall elite players and see what we get. We're looking for 90s. 90s are going to be instant dubs. See, that's probably going to sell for about 30, 35K. So you're the worst is you're going to break a little bit even at the end of the day. And you don't need as much as I put in to start with this. You don't need 700K. You don't need 500K. You don't need 200K. You can do this. See, there's a 90. That's going to be an instant profit card. About 20K right there. You don't need to have a whole bunch of coins to get this started. Let's see what we got here. Another Johnny Unitas, full legend. Come on, we're looking for something big. We're looking for something better than legend cards. Legend cards are like the lower end of what you can get. So keep going. 89, 89. I did this last night and I pulled 6 straight 90s. I did this with 100K last night, 180K, 190K. I pulled 6 straight 90s out. I ended up making 370K, I believe. Minus the tax was 330, and I ended up making like 140K in like a half hour. This isn't even a good roll, and we're still going to end up making coins. Let's get a good 90 here. Man, I am getting nothing but 89s. Of course, when I'm doing the video, it's going to be nothing but 89s. Let's get a big one. Oh, man. Come on, we're looking for a 90. Let's get a 90 here for the channel. There we go. Devin Bush. That's going to be a good one. That's going to sell for about 75K. 65 to 75K. There we go. That's another one. That's another one. Now we're heating up. See how many. See how many more we can get. That's another 90. There we go. And like I said, the higher the volume, the better chance you're going to have of pulling out cards. Now, you see, I got 3 of those 90s. I'm pretty sure I can put 3 of those 90s in and finish a set as well. There's so many different ways that you can go about making more coins or free training with all of these coins that you're going to get. Oh, that was a daily quick sell. I was trying to save those, but that's fine. Let me make sure I open them all. Yeah, okay. Alright, so let's go to the binder here and see exactly what we got. And there's different things that we can do with this. So, if you go to the newest here, you're going to see I have these 20 cards. All of these 90s are going to sell for more, by about 60K or more. 65. We got 65 there. These are all 65. Some of these 89s, they're probably going to sell for a little bit less. 32, 35. Another tip is I don't put it at the lowest. I'll put it at, like you see it's selling for 35, 30, like 36. I might put it for 35. I'll put it for 36. List it for 8 hours. I don't ever list it for an hour because sometimes it might not sell in that hour, and then you got to relist it, and it takes forever. I always put it for 8 hours. It almost always sells. Almost always. So that's basically what you do. Now, since I got these three most fear cards, what you can do with those is I believe you can go into these sets here and possibly make a 93, and you can sell that and take, I think you get those back as end cats, and you can get extra free training for that as well, and do rolls possibly. And there's just all kinds of ways to make coins with this. So that's, where is it, most feared, any of these releases. Yeah, if you have, see, I can, you know, the next thing I would do, you need 4 of them, and I got 4 of them. So I remember the use check was good. DK Metcalf might be good because I think he just got a new card. You know, hold them, you know, check and see if any of these guys got new cards. Maybe their power-up is selling for a lot. But that's just the different things you can do. And I got one more tip for anybody that stuck around to the end of this video. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm going to use this as my very first YouTube video, hopefully. And this is the last little tip that I'm going to give you. The cheapest places you can get training, just like in between games, you're menu browsing, come down here. I always hold these 83 overall power-ups because those are the cheapest training. I get these for sometimes like under like 8, 7, 8. It's low. I mean, it's just a little bit of training. It's, you know, only like 200 or 340, but if you pick up 3 or 4 of them at a time, it's $1,000. Like, there you go. If you get those for under 3,400, that's under 10 training right there. So I'll take that one. That one's actually under 9 training. So, you know, that's probably the cheapest training that you can get. Anyway, that's just one little last tip. Thank you very much for hanging out and checking out the video. If you want to check me out on Twitch, the handle is twitch.tv/TerryManDangle. I appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. Have a good night.